What is up, everyone? Bo here from BZ Hub. Great news coming in the Hunter Call of the Wild. I'm sure all of you have found out something by now. Over 1,500 people were watching on Twitch and YouTube, which is just crazy. Breaking records, everyone. It's crazy. The Hunter family is like beyond my small reach here. But we're gonna go into some details. Hopefully you haven't heard everything unless you were paying attention really well during the stream. We're gonna go through everything I wrote down from the stream, and hopefully it's something different you haven't heard from everywhere else. So make sure you watch through the whole thing and hit the like button before you forget. But with that out of the way, let's hit the intro. Whoa! First thing, as all of you should know already, this is the Yukon Valley, I guess, the Yukon Peninsula, Yukon Territory up in Canada, where it's in North America. Lots of North American animals, and that the map is separated kind of in two halves almost. There is lots of different terrain, different trees, different vegetation, I should say, and marshland, mountains and everything, but it kind of goes down in the middle, with mountains being on the south side, I believe, and hills being on the north side. In my mind, I wanted that to be switched, but I believe that is exactly how it was. They've done mountains on one side of the map and hills on the other. The mountains and the hills, of course, separate the different animal species. Evidently, they wanted the bears and the wolves to be in two separate areas of the region so that they didn't really conflict, I suppose. But there are two species returning to us, the moose and the red fox, as they will both be living in the Yukon Valley. But there are 5 other animals being introduced into the Yukon Valley, and those are the grizzly bear, which is amazing. It's got a fantastic model to it. The one they showed in the video is just sitting there, big old fuzzy teddy bear, and it ended up being level 1, and it was giant. So having those in the Trophy Lodge are going to be insane. Cannot wait to hunt those. Then there is the gray wolf. There was a ton of them in a nice pack size, and evidently they have some interesting behavior where they are going to be hunting players. They have confrontation attitudes where they'll see hunters or something like that and kind of figure out what they want to do, and then kind of start tracking you, evidently, which sounds really interesting. The reindeer have now been turned into caribou, a heavier and hairier version of the reindeer, and in this new region they will have true racks installed on them, and I'm guessing that will carry on to Medved as well, as reindeer and caribou will both have true racks, and that will be sweet as is. And then instead of European bison and Hirschfelden, you'll be seeing actual American bison, like the ones I showed in my closer look video. It kind of brings it all into perspective now. Giant animals, and they're heavy, and it sounds like they're going to be pretty defensive like Cape Buffalo, so that's something definitely to look forward to. They look amazing. Can't wait to put those in my trophy lodge as well. And then, of course, the Harlequin duck, which I live in the United States and I'm not in Canada, but I've never heard of this duck before. Looks amazing. Some sort of clownish duck, something close to maybe a wood duck or something. Probably not. I don't know what it is, but it looks very cool. Certainly pretty neat and kind of comparable to the red canvas duck as far as being pretty and all that. So definitely some new species to look forward to. New species that are going to look fantastic in our lodge. Now, it should be said that during this entire stream, they mentioned multiple times that these were only the starting animals on this map, and that there were a couple that they mentioned, actually, that they thought would be cool for this map. So, as additions like the Gemsbacher lion would be on Verhonga, things like the doll sheep, ptarmigan, and wolverine could be, I don't know why a wolverine, but they mentioned that they thought that was cool. So, those could be additions to this map, and I'm looking forward to see what they think. As one more added thing about the whole environment, one thing I was really excited about was the idea of the adaptive terrain. As you've been seeing in this little clip here I have going a little fast, When they started out this little hunt for these moose and this caribou, it was all green, and then the snow was coming down and it slowly started getting snowier and snowier. And this gets me really excited because I wonder how it can be implemented into other maps. It would be really cool to see maps like, I don't know about Hirschfelden, but like Medved Taiga could actually become green and not be all snow, as well as like Leighton Lake could now be a little snowy off and on, like seasons almost. And that gets me really excited to think about seasons in the Hunter Call of the Wild. Just the idea of it being something that could happen in the future gets me excited. Now with this new map, we won't only be getting the new map and animals, we will also be getting a new piece of equipment, and that is the 300 Winchester Magnum, or as they're calling it, the 300 Canning Magnum. Don't know why. Just falls in with the Hunter Call of the Wild thing of using different names for weapons. It's part of the thing. It's part of the experience. You just gotta live it up. But it's pretty cool. Tree Kiwi used it. Matt used it against a moose and shot it a couple times. Having one in real life, I think it's an awesome weapon. I can't wait to use it in the game, so I'm looking forward to that. And yes, you saw that correctly. The guy juggled the magazine like a sport shooter or something. I can't get over that. Once I see it, I can't unsee it. Lastly, just to talk briefly about the types of missions we may see in this Yukon map, they showed us a copper mine off in the mountainside, which could be something to do, mining missions perhaps, something to do, you know, who knows what. Parque Fernando had a lot of weird missions, so this one could have some fun story missions as well. They mentioned trapping throughout their stream as well, and another thing they showed was this burned off fiery, it wasn't fiery at the time, but the forest, so there could be something about forest fires as well. It'll be interesting to see. I'm kind of still blown with this whole weather and snow thing, so I wouldn't be surprised if we saw like trees on fire or something like that. Like, who knows what's going on. I'm just really excited about this whole map. But that's it from me. As you can tell, it's dark now. It took me a long time to make this video, but I'm hoping you enjoyed it. Hit that like button if you did. If you didn't, you know what to do. Hit the like button to tell me you didn't like it. That's what you should do. Hit that subscribe button while you're at it, and watch some of my other videos. I'm going to put that description for my Bison video down below. Check that out if you have any interest at all, and then we'll just wait together for this map to come out. They said they've been working on it for a long time, which means that it could be coming out in the next week or two. Who knows? I'm excited, and I can't wait to hear more. So until then, you all know, keep hunting, everybody. See ya.